What's up, you guys? It's your girl LT here, back with another video. What's up, you guys? It's your girl LT here, back with another video. So today, good evening, everyone. This is your girl LT. Welcome back to my channel, Childfree Black Woman. Tonight, I have the wonderful and beautiful, as you can see, Miss Kayla Jean. She is a Childfree Black woman. She actually reached out to me, sent me an email saying, "Hey, LT, I want to be featured on your channel. I'm also child-free." So here she is, and we're going to talk about her child-free journey tonight. So Kayla, thank you so much for joining me this evening.
You're welcome. Of course, it's a pleasure.
All right, great, wonderful. Okay, so first and foremost, when you reached out to me, you mentioned that, of course, being child-free has definitely impacted your life. So I just want to kind of ask you some questions about how child-free has impacted you, and then we'll go into further details about that. So the first question, of course, is when did you know you wanted to be child-free, and has maybe your childhood impacted your decision on being child-free as well?
I knew I wanted to be child-free right after COVID when I started experiencing mental health problems. That's when I knew. I said, I can't do this. I can't have children. My anxiety can be very debilitating. Some days I can barely get out of bed. And my childhood was great. I didn't come from a traumatic family, but I did experience bullying in school, middle school, junior high, and high school growing up. And I just don't have the heart to deal with that again with another child. I just can't go through that again. I just want to be child-free, living my life. And I just want to put all that bad stuff in the past.
Absolutely. I think a lot of that, really, especially during COVID, that really had impacted a lot of people. I noticed, especially people who are parents, they were really impacted, especially when it comes to handling their job situation, and of course, handling how children were being homeschooled during that time because they wasn't able to go into class like that. So I saw a lot of parents definitely took an impact with that.
Yeah.
Okay, so second question is, did you tell your family or friends that you wanted to live a child-free lifestyle? And if so, how did that go over with them?
Yes, so I've told pretty much everyone knows that I'm child-free. Everyone's pretty accepted it, like especially like my immediate family, because they see that I'm almost 30. They're like, okay, she's probably serious. She's not having children. But my parents are still keeping hope alive. But yeah, they can keep hope alive all they want, but I'm not having children.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's so great to have that support because I know there's some family members, I know especially in the Black community where we're very family oriented. So it's kind of hard when we tell our parents or even our siblings or grandparents that, sorry, you're not going to get a child out of me. So,
Yeah.
but it's so nice to have that full support. So,
Uh-huh.
have you thought about getting any type of procedure, like I guess a hysterectomy? I'm not sure, sterilization. I'm not sure the actual procedure with that. If you don't have one already.
I actually haven't. I haven't. I think condoms do their thing very well. I'm good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
I haven't. I don't want to go through any of that surgery. I'm just, I can't.
Okay, and I think you mentioned earlier that you are a single woman. I mean, why not? You are gorgeous, so I don't blame you. So, as a Black woman, has being child-free impacted you in the dating market?
Not really. I do find that I get hit on a lot by a lot of guys with kids.
Mm-hmm.
I find myself, I'm like, where are the guys without kids? I'm just like searching, but it's been challenging with that because I really, before, like, I was like open to the idea of dating a guy with children, but now I'm just like completely, if he does have children, he has to be grown. Their children have to be grown, like out. And I like dating older anyway, so it just made sense.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, especially dating older men. I'm the same way too when it comes to dating because especially the kids need to be grown and hopefully out the house.
Yes.
They got their own money. They don't have to worry about pops, paying their bills. Yes.
No.
Okay. Do you find that more men or even more women are selective nowadays when it comes to deciding who will be the father or mother of their children?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think that people just hope for the best. And I've always been a planner. And I don't think men or women are very good have good judgment when it comes to deciding who's going to be the mother or father of their child. I think they're very reckless, and I just don't think they make wise decisions when it comes to that.
Oh yeah, for sure. I actually posted on my channel, my community tab earlier. You know, the celebrity Nick Cannon, he posted that he wouldn't mind having another child with Taylor Swift, and I'm like, are you kidding me?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I don't know what he's trying to prove.
yeah,
I don't know what he's doing.
yeah, it's insane. I think this would be like his 13th child. I'm like, sir, you have too much going on. Like, I think he has like lupus or some kind of disease or whatnot. I'm like, sir, you have some illnesses going on with you. So why are you trying to pass that on to a kid? So,
Oh goodness.
yeah, that's insane. um, let's see. Do you find it difficult to find child-free partners, or are you open? Well, I'm sorry, you just mentioned that you don't want to date single dads. So, but do you find it hard to find child-free partners though?
Yes, especially you know, like I said, I like to date older. So I tend to date guys, however, they still have children who are in their teens. And, you know, I kind of want them grown, not teens, because, you know, you're still going through that whole hormonal stage, you know, talking back. I don't want to do with none of that. None of that. I want you out. You know, because I don't know. I just want him all to myself, the guy that I end up dating, you know?
For sure, for sure. Are you open to marriage one day, or are you currently, or are you going to be content with singleness if you never find your child-free partner?
Both. I'm open to marriage, and if it doesn't happen, I'm content to being single.
Okay, okay. Um, okay, so next question involves like, you know, being child-free at the workplace. So have you ever experienced situations with being child-free in your job where like has coworkers asked you to do work for them while they need to either go home early or come in late or whatnot, and or offered to ask you to donate your time to them and things like that. So you ever have situations like that at the job?
Yes, I have. I've had plenty of situations like that. I've worked in all kinds of fields, including retail, leasing for apartments, corporate. I worked it all. And, you know, when I was younger, I was more passive when it came to that. I would like say, well, they have kids. The least I can do is work for them or whatnot. But now that I'm older, no, I have a life too. You know, I can't, you know, it's not my problem you have children. Figure it out. Figure it out.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think it's so courageous, especially because I saw some stuff on TikTok. I was watching. I don't have a TikTok, but I saw some TikTok stuff on YouTube, and there's some stories, especially when it comes to taking time off for the holidays, that these, I guess, entitled parents wanted to ask the child-free folks like, hey, would you mind switching days off, or can I, you know, ask for donated PTO because I want to take my kid out? It's like, you know, these holidays happen every single year,
Exactly.
right? So why are you not more planning? You know, like I'm sure you probably know your child's school schedule. So why are you not planning this stuff way in advance for you to take time off for the holidays? So I just think sometimes some of these parents they're just very entitled, and especially at the workplace, and asking time off. Like they kind of act like child-free folks don't have lives outside of work, or that we just have all this free time, which some of us probably do, but it's like we don't want to, you know, if we wanted to keep our shifts and not have to worry about coming in early or staying late for you, we're not going to do that. I definitely sometimes think that there's a lot of discrimination against child-free people at the workplace. I definitely believe that.
Yeah.
For sure. So,
Yeah.
let's see, next question. Okay, so some people may think that if you don't have kids by a certain age, that something is either wrong with you, or they may question your sexual preference and things like that. So what do you say to people like that?
I probably honestly would probably just laugh and walk away from them. Like, honestly, like I don't have to prove anything. If you want to think that I'm gay, if you want to think something's wrong with me because I'm a certain age and I don't have children, that's on you. That's a you problem, not a me problem.
Yeah. I definitely, especially with Black women, once we hit, I think 30 is probably that certain age. I think once we hit 30 and it's like, dang, you haven't had one child yet, they definitely start to question stuff. And I'm like, can't we just live our lives? Maybe we haven't found the right partner yet. Or can we just, if it's not meant for us, like children ain't meant for everybody. So yeah, I think it's very interesting. I think a lot more men probably get that too, because I think their sexuality is definitely questioned when they see a man with no children. Yeah, I think they probably get it more than women, I think. So what child-free stereotype do you not fit in? I see a lot of child-free people kind of don't fit in the stereotype of people saying that they're either selfish when they're not, or saying that maybe they have a lot of pets at home and they don't. So what kind of stereotype don't you not fit in?
I love children. I think a lot of people think that child-free people can't stand children, like they just roll in their eyes at children. I love children. I have a nephew that I adore. I spend a lot of time with him and I put a lot of time into him. I pick him up from school, take him wherever he needs to go. And, I help my sister out. I'm really there for my nephew. I'm an active aunt. I'm not just one of those Christmas aunts you only see like once a year, hands out groups. Like I'm an active aunt. And I've always loved children. And I just don't fit into that stereotype that child-free people hate children because I love them.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Okay. So what do you tell people that when they say that you're going to regret one day not having children?
I tell them I'd rather regret not having children than regret having children because there's nothing you can do once they're here and they're here. But if I don't think, studies show that people don't regret having not having children. So I don't think I will. I don't think I will.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure, following my channel, you can definitely see some of the videos I upload about parents who regret having kids. So yeah, there's a lot of people now that are actually coming out, and I'm glad they are, because I'm glad they're not saying that parenthood is sunshine and rainbows all the time. There's some stuff that goes on that maybe they were not prepared or ready for. And I'm glad that there are, sites like, Facebook has a page with regretful parents, and Reddit and BuzzFeed and other sites as well, that our parents are actually coming out saying, hey, parenthood is not what it's cracked up to be. And some people are just, some of them are very fed up with certain situations, but I'm glad they're coming out saying like the real deal. So let's see, is legacy important to you? And if so, what type of legacy would you like to leave in the world without having children?
Elon Musk or something like you have millions of trillions of dollars of legacy.
Oh, I'm sorry, your volume, it can't hear you.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's perfect.
When people say like leave a legacy, I'm like, are you Elon Musk, Warren Buffett or something? Do you have millions and trillions of dollars in the bank? Exactly what kind of legacy are you leaving? Because if you're just working and you're leaving your child nothing with debt, what's the legacy?
Absolutely.
I don't care about leaving a legacy. I don't care who forgets me when I leave because I'll be dead. Who do I care who remembers me?
Yeah, absolutely. I was mentioning that too, is like, unless you're a celebrity, unless you are got millions in the bank, a lot of people are renting now instead of owning. So it's not like you have really anything to leave your child. You guys, like you mentioned, a lot of debt, and it's just they don't realize that that's exactly what they're gonna be leaving here to their children when they leave. So
yeah,
I think a lot of legacy nowadays, especially with everything going on now, I don't think legacy is really important to a lot of people. They're just pretty much trying to live day to day now.
Yes. Yes.
And okay, so last question. So if you had to talk to any woman who was on the fence about having kids, what type of encouragement would you tell them about your child-free life?
I would just tell them to live their life and make decisions based on their life and not what people tell them what they should be doing. That parenting is hard and you really need to have all the facts and you really have to have everything in check, your financial, your mental state and emotional state in check before you even think about bringing a child into this world. And don't feel rushed or anything. It's your life. If you don't want to have children, that's okay. And if you do, that's also okay. It's your life. You make your own decisions.
Absolutely. And I think especially for Black women, we definitely need to have these kind of conversations, because I think especially, I don't know if you've heard this as well, but I know growing up, especially when I was in my early 30s, when people would ask me if I had children, I tell them no, they're shocked, like, really? And I think we always have the stereotype for Black women as being the baby mamas, being parents, not having a man in the house, all that kind of stuff. So it's like, so when people say, like, people always ask, how many children do you have, and not, do you have kids? I get that. They just automatically assume, okay, I know she has to have at least one kid. I know in my previous job I was working at, when a coworker asked me if I had kids or not, and I told her no, she just asked me all multiple questions like, okay, is something wrong with you, or do you not want this? Like, I get all the
oh wow,
the extra stuff, and I'm like, no, it's just I just don't want them. Like, the way this world is today, like, I just don't want to deal with it. And the stress that I see a lot of these parents that they're going through, and they tell me about too, and I'm like, no, I don't want to go through this.
It's not worth it.
It really ain't. It really ain't.
I
Oh,
hate that we have that stereotype, though. I'm glad more and more minority and Black women are becoming child free, because I just hate that stereotype that we have. We're going to be baby mothers, have a bunch of kids, and that all we're good for is just being a housewife or anything like that, you know, just making babies. I don't like that stereotype.
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's why I'm so glad to create this platform and this channel, that I'm glad that more minority and Black women are coming out now saying, LT, thank you so much for your channel, because, you know, there's not a lot of Black women that are coming out, especially saying why they're child free. Like, they're kind of scared to voice their opinion about it, because maybe they're afraid of the backlash, or they're afraid that maybe their family or somebody's going to find out, that may judge them about it. So, but I'm glad that more people are coming out. So that's something I really want to create with this channel, is that we want to have a voice here.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, Miss Kayla, I do appreciate your time. Thank you so, so much. That was all of my questions. If you want to let everybody know if they want to follow you on social media, where can they follow you?
They can follow me on Instagram at Kayla, my name, Kayla, Jean, like Billie Jean, JEAN 4895 on Instagram.
All right, sounds good. I'm definitely going to follow you as well as soon as we get off here. So I definitely will do that. So, okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this video today. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please put it down in the comment section as well. If you want to follow me on Instagram, please do so. I'm at Childfree BW. And if you want to be featured on my channel as a Childfree interviewer as well, please email me at childfreeblackwoman@yahoo.com. So, Miss Kayla, thank you so much once again for your time. I truly appreciate it. And everybody who's watching, please have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys. Thank you.